Okay, hello champions. What you choose to focus on becomes your reality. Mind you, the word focus is a process. It's a process in that is divided into three stages: the thinking process, the survey, and the acting faith. Your actions and your inactions, the product of what is in your mind, what goes on in your mind. That process in your mind is first processed, activated, and confirmed before it becomes an action, becomes an activity. Mind you, if you dwell on things that are trivial, you're bound to lose track, you're bound to derail from the goal. Most of the times, most people feel they are on the right track, maybe because of the present job they are doing, they are on, the present project they are doing. But they do not know they've derailed from the goal. Most of the times, you feel that that path that you've dreamt of, that path you've processed from the beginning, that it may not work, that it may not be actualized. That part, maybe your complexity of your mind has been feeling it has been trivial. But I tell you that you've got to think above trivialities and concentrate on what is important. You've got to know what you're concentrating on. 90% of people on the surface of this earth are working on someone else's goal, are working on someone else's dream. They've derailed from their dreams, they've derailed from that which they ought to be or that which they ought to become, and are presently working on someone else's dream. I don't know if that is you. You've got to create your own path. You've got to create your own path. For those of us that believes solely in that big book called the Bible, see that the book started with a powerful word in the beginning. Every one of us has a beginning. And for us, when you are about starting a project, you have a beginning. And the scripture says, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. It didn't start as in the beginning, God said, let there be light. It says, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. It tells you that God envisioned this big project from inside out. He envisioned it, he created it right from inside. Verse 3 is saying, God said, let there be light. So you want to start that people in the beginning of that relationship, in the beginning of that business. You've got to create the business from inside, from the mind, the thinking process. The thinking process is very, very important. Program your mind with positive thoughts, associate with positive people, because the mind is a powerful tool that when it is utilized well, it could construct. If it is not utilized well, it could destruct or destroy. What are you doing? Do you feel ashamed of that part? Let me tell you, shame is temporary if you stay focused on the goal. What next? After God created the heaven and the earth, envisioned it, the next he had to do was to survey. He had to survey the land. He had to survey the space. He had to survey what he has created from within, how it's going to be. So you've thought about the process. You've been highly motivated that you want to go this, you want to go all in, all out, and all the way. Then you've got to sit down. You've got to plan well. Got to plan well. Look at the situations around, map the strategy. Then when he has seen that all is well, then he pronounced, let there be light. So you want there to be light, you want there to be success, you want that productivity, then you need light. You need a headway. into that relationship, into that business, into that career, into that ambition you've all over in your mind. So you act in faith, and that's the next step. After you had surveyed around, then they put in that action. So all those action that has been done is something that has been programmed in his mind. He has surveyed, and it was just so perfect because the outcome, the reality, you saw the reflection that God Himself He created for those things He created to multiply. So one would have thought that why is it that God created Adam and Eve? He didn't create Seth and the others. He created just two. The plan was there already to multiply. So whatsoever you are doing, whatever the goal is, if it must be that which can be duplicated. What works is what can be duplicated. What works is what that can be multiplied. So I leave you with this. Focus on the goal and the reality assured. For that which you feel is trivial, most times are not. You've got to think above those trivialities and concentrate on what is important. For that which you seek is right there, where the complexity of your mind thinks trivial.